What is up, YouTube? NYKia31 here. It's been a bit. It's been a little while. I've been neglecting the YouTube community. Been slacking off post-Thanksgiving, but I'm ready to get back into it. Back into entertaining you guys, showing some videos, doing some commentary, talking some football, yada yada yada. But anyway, playing some Madden this evening, playing some NCAA. This game is showing you guys a little bit more of the Colts Tampa 2. I actually made a little bit of a lineup adjustment, which I'll go into later on, after this game. Trying to get some more aggression out of it. But, tinkering around, experimenting with the roster, you discover some things by accident sometimes. But anyhow, just to give you guys a little update on what's going on in the online league front, Season 2 of the OS Vets online dynasty for Madden is kicking off this weekend. And me with my Jets, I've had a very good off season. Stocking up on pass rushers, coverage linebackers, added a little bit more depth at corner. I feel very good about this upcoming season, especially how I finished last season off. The big splash I made was adding Osi Umenyiora. Yes, Osi Umenyiora trades in Giants red, white, and blue for gangrene. And he gives me that pure pass rushing beast that I need. And I also drafted a stud free safety in the first round of the draft during the offseason. There were actually two good free safeties. One was just an absolute monster that went 4th overall. He was just too good to fall to me. And I had to settle for the second best safety on the board, and gives me what I need as far as zone coverage. So I should have very few holes in my zone heavy schemes. And of course, when I go man-to-man, I have the twin-headed monster of Revis and Cromartie. So, looking forward to that. I play with the Colts online so much that some people think I'm a Colts fan. I'm a Peyton Manning fan more than anything else. And plus, the Colts, fit how I like to play football so perfectly with no depth chart adjustments that I play with them a lot online. I'm not playing online league games. So that's the answer to why I love playing with the Colts so much in online ranked games. Peyton Manning and their roster is just very NYKia football friendly. I got a message from somebody, one of my subscribers, asking about the run and shoot, doing a custom run and shoot in Madden, and all I can say is good luck. I tried it, and I got so fed up with the custom playbook interface on Madden that I gave up after about 10 minutes. It's just an utter and complete nightmare. See, what I don't understand about NCAA and Madden, I think NCAA is a better game overall, because the things that are supposed to work in NCAA, they generally work. Most of them, the vast majority of them. Sure, online dynasty servers can be a little hit and miss at times, but generally speaking, the things that are advertised to work in NCAA work as they should, for the most part. So I don't understand how they can have a functional custom playbook interface, yet Madden's be a complete nightmare. When I actually did get through actually doing a run and shoot playbook, I then found out that I can't customize my audible. So what good is it? And I was so disgusted by that. But I didn't really feel like going into learning how to do a workaround as far as getting my audibles customized. So I just bagged the idea altogether, which was a shame because as you guys know, I love the run and shoot offense. I wanted to bring the run and shoot to Madden. And to make things worse, even if it did work properly, you can't use custom playbooks in online franchise either. So, you know, whoop-de-damn do. But it's tricky in Madden for a couple of reasons. Let's first, you know, talk about the run and shoot a little bit. No one runs a pure run and shoot system anymore. You know, when you're talking about offenses or defenses, there's a difference between the overall scheme and concepts within the scheme. For example, no one runs a pure run and shoot offense, yet every passing game in the NFL and also in the college level contains run and shoot pass concepts. The most heavily run and shoot influenced offense in the league is probably the Chicago Bears. Mike Martz has a lot of run and shoot in his offense. A lot of deep crosses, switch routes, concepts. Even though he's more from the Air Coryell school, he borrows those concepts as well as vertical option routes incorporated by his tight ends and whatnot. The San Diego Chargers run a lot of vertical read type plays. The 2007 Patriots, they were very much a run and shoot style passing team. Well, with their run and shoot concepts, with the emphasis on, you know, the sticks and the crosses to Welker, as well as the screens and the vertical stretch concepts to Randy Moss and whatnot. So all those concepts still live in the NFL today. What no one does is play exclusively with 4 wide receivers and a single back anymore. No one lines up either 4 wide spread or 4 wide trips exclusively. In the run and shoot, you're 4 wide all the time, period. There's no tight end, there's no fullback, ever. Now, in the NFL, I'm sure if you put your thinking cap on, you can see how that can be kind of problematic. It's very hard to block on a consistent basis NFL pass rushes with just base offensive line protection and a lone halfback. Very tough to do on a consistent basis. If you look at Warren Moon's and Jeff George's sack numbers back when they were running the run and shoot in the 90s, they were getting sacked a lot. Your quarterback takes a beating. Because again, you're just relying on your 5-down lineman and your halfback to protect your quarterback. So it puts an emphasis on them being able to pass protect extremely well, and you don't really have enough quality linemen in the NFL on any one given team that can do that on a consistent week-to-week basis. But probably the thing that killed the run and shoot more than anything else was the 1993 AFC Championship game. The famous Houston Oilers Buffalo Bills AFC Championship. Houston put up 35 points in the first half, led the game 35-3 in the third quarter, and proceeded to go on to lose the game in overtime. Now, everyone blames the run and shoot offense for not being able to chew the clock, but no one blames the Oilers' defense for collapsing in the second half, and everyone forgets that Warren Moon drove the team down the field for the tying field goal to force overtime. But that game effectively pretty much was the beginning of the end of the run and shoot, and after a brief little foray with the Atlanta Falcons, the Jerry Glanville Falcons, the run and shoot pretty much died as an overall system. You still see it in college, you still see it in high school, but you still see the passing concepts throughout the league. So if you are going to take the adventure of doing a custom run and shoot playbook, I would recommend starting with the Bears, Saints, Colts, Eagles, or Chargers as your base. Preferably the Bears, since the Bears have a lot of run and shoot type plays in their playbooks already. The Eagles have a lot of run and shoot style formations. So between those four teams and those four playlists, you should be able to come up with a pretty good run and shoot based offense. And for NCAA, don't worry, I'm in a bit of a spread offense foray right now as I break down all the spread playbooks, but I run a custom run and shoot playbook, which is half flex bone, half run and shoot. I call it the flex shoot. I came up with the idea because I wanted to combine my two favorite offensive styles of football into one playbook. It also put together an offense that kind of resembles the kind of offense that I played in. I played in a wing T, which is a flex bone hybrid, kind of. And I was a slot in that offense, which is basically a half running back, half wide receiver. So if you guys are curious about that, I have some older videos that I put up, and they're still on my channel, regarding my custom flex shoot playbook in NCAA. And I'll probably have to do a video about how to implement the option part of it, since I get questions every now and then how to run the option out of the shotgun and not get yourself killed. And sometimes even the triple option as well. So I'll touch on that at some point. I also owe you guys some 425 videos as well. I finally feel good enough with the playbook and know it well enough I feel I can do that, so I gotta get back to doing what I do. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this game, and I will talk to you all later.
Throws to his left, and the tackle was made by Kevin Thomas. And we've all... They give it off here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The extra point to tie this game up. Point after is good. Just under a minute left in the fourth quarter, and this game is everything we thought it'd be. The score is knotted at 14. Looking, fires it to the left.
Well, you have to admire his courage. He's not afraid to make any throw, anytime, anywhere, but he's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Has a man open in the middle. He's dropped down around the 44-yard line. Here's a pass over the middle.
Number 18 completes the pass.
He's tackled at about the 37. Steps and throws to the left side.
Number 85.
He's brought down around the 24-yard line. The kick is good. He's got ice water running through his veins. And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
That wraps up this one. We have highlights next, so stick around. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.